Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the 5 cents. United States of America. Hidden fortune in your pocket? This 5-cent coin is a goldmine. Top 1. What if I told you that one tiny coin, just 5 cents, could secretly be worth more than most used cars today? I'm talking about a coin so small, so simple, that millions of people completely overlook it every single day. Yet that one coin could be worth $2,700, $6,000, even $69,000. Not in theory, in real auctions, real collectors, real money. Today, we're diving into a coin that looks just like any other, but has stunned collectors across the US. The 1978 American 5-cent coin from the proof set. This isn't your ordinary nickel. This is a sleeper treasure. And by the time you finish watching this video, you'll want to dig into every proof set, every drawer, every coin jar you've got. So let's get into it. Let's go back to the year 1978. Disco was king, Star Wars was fresh in theaters, and the US Mint was producing some of the most beautiful proof coins of the decade. Proof coins are different from regular coins you find in your pocket. These are made specifically for collectors, struck using polished dies on specially prepared planchets. The result? Coins that look like tiny mirrors, with frosted details that almost jump out at you. Now, here's where things get interesting. That year, the US Mint in San Francisco released the 1978 proof set, and inside it, along with a penny, dime, quarter, $half, and dollar, was the Jefferson Nickel. It's got a quiet look, just Jefferson's profile, the year 1978, and a tiny S under the date showing it was struck in San Francisco. But here's what 99.9% of people never realize. Some of those nickels are worth thousands of dollars. Way beyond their face value. But only the perfect ones. We're talking about nickels in absolutely flawless condition. Coins that grading experts have examined under magnification and awarded the highest possible grade, PR70 Deep Cameo. These are the unicorns of the proof world. In most sets, the nickel is just fine. Pretty? Yes. Valuable? Not really. But every now and then, one comes along that's so pristine, so untouched, that it becomes a collector's dream. One such coin, a 1978 Jefferson Nickel in perfect PR70 Deep Cameo condition, sold for a stunning $2,700. But that's just the beginning. Another one, also from the same year and same mint, graded PR70 Deep Cameo, crossed the auction block at over $6,000. And if you think that's wild, hold on to your seat, because the rarest, highest graded, and most sought-after examples of this 1978 nickel have fetched up to a jaw-dropping $69,000. Yes, you heard that right. $69,000 for a coin you could mistake for pocket change. Now you're probably wondering, could I have one of these? The answer is maybe. But only if you check. Because here's the thing, these valuable coins come only from the 1978 proof sets, and thousands of these sets are still sitting untouched in closets, attics, basements, estate sales, antique shops, and even in forgotten gift boxes. Many people have no idea that their proof sets, which were often bought for under $10, might contain a coin worth more than a brand new SUV. So here's what you need to do. Step 1. Find the proof set. It's a hard plastic case labeled 1978 United States proof set from the San Francisco Mint. Open it carefully and focus on the nickel. Step 2. Look at the shine. Proof nickels have a mirrored background and frosted design. If the coin looks like it came out of a laser machine, with perfect edges, no scratches, and ultra-deep contrast between background and details, you're on to something. Step 3. Get it graded. You won't know its true value until it's professionally certified by experts at PCGS or NGC. These services will inspect the coin, assign it a grade, and if it comes back as a PR70 Deep Cameo, well, let's just say you might be holding a small fortune in your hand. And here's what makes it even better. These coins are in high demand. Collectors are constantly hunting for the cleanest, rarest versions of modern proof nickels. And because so few 1978 nickels have achieved the PR70 grade, the price keeps climbing. That's how you get from $2,700 to $6,000, and up to a truly insane $69,000 for one single 5-cent coin. Let me put that in perspective. That's over 1.3 million times its face value. Imagine buying a candy bar with that nickel, or accidentally giving it as change. That's a mistake no collector ever wants to make. So don't just look at your coins. Really inspect them. Check those proof sets. Because the next time someone shrugs off a nickel, you'll know better. You'll know that some nickels, especially the 1978s from the proof set, aren't just coins, they're treasure, and they're still out there. Don't let one sit forgotten in a drawer. Check yours today. You could be sitting on $2,700, $6,000, or maybe even $69,000, all in the form of one shiny little nickel from 1978. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more shocking coin values, and share this with anyone who might have an old proof set hiding in storage. This isn't just history, it's hidden wealth. And hey, wouldn't it be something if you're the next one to find a $69,000 nickel? Top 2. If you're thinking 5 cents, 10 cents, maybe a few bucks at most, get ready to be shocked. Because there's one particular coin, one coin from 1998, that has collectors in a frenzy. A small coin, often overlooked, sometimes tossed aside, that could be worth as much as $76,000. Yes. A 5-cent coin. Worth more than a luxury car, a down payment on a house, or 4 years of college, all in the form of one tiny Jefferson nickel. And the most shocking part? It's not some ancient treasure dug out of the ground or locked away in a museum. This coin could be sitting right now in someone's drawer, in an old collection, or sealed away in a plastic case, forgotten. Maybe even in your house. So, let's talk about it. In 1998, the U.S. Mint in San Francisco produced a stunning set of coins known as the United States Proof Set. If you've ever seen one, you'll know exactly what I mean. These are the premium versions of everyday coins, crafted with intense precision, double-struck for sharpness, and packaged beautifully for collectors. They come in a hard, clear case with a polished black or blue backdrop, and sitting quietly in those 1998 proof sets is the Jefferson Nickel. It looks just like the one you'd find in your change. Same Thomas Jefferson. Same Monticello on the back. Same size. Same metal. But here's the difference. Some of these 1998 Jefferson Nickels were minted so perfectly, so flawlessly, that they'd become legends in the world of coin collecting. These are coins graded by professional services like PCGS and NGC. Coins given the highest possible proof grade, PR70 Deep Cameo. That means, no marks, no scratches, no smudges, not even under a microscope. A coin in this grade is the closest thing to perfection, a snapshot of how it looked the instant it left the mint. And because of how rare these flawless coins are, they've fetched eye-watering amounts of money at auction. One of these nickels, same year, same mint, same design, sold for $2,700. Another went for more than $4,000, and then, the bidding wars started. Collectors from across the country, all chasing one goal: to own the most perfect version of a 1998 Jefferson Nickel in existence. And that's when the price tag skyrocketed. Today, the most pristine, ultra-rare, top-graded 1998 Jefferson Nickels from the proof set have sold for as high as $76,000. That's not a typo. $76,000. For a coin you could mistake for pocket change. And guess what? These coins are still out there. Still being discovered. Still hiding inside proof sets that have been sitting untouched for decades. Thousands of people own these 1998 proof sets and don't even know what they're holding. Some were gifts from the mint, some were inherited, some picked up at flea markets, pawn shops, or old family collections. And somewhere in one of those sets could be the next $76,000 nickel. Let me ask you this: have you ever come across one of these sets? They usually come in a black or blue hard case, with 6 coins inside: a penny, nickel, dime, quarter, $50, and $1. And right there in the middle, that nickel could be your golden ticket. But how do you know if it's the one? Start with the mint mark. You're looking for the 1998 Jefferson Nickel with an S under the year. That's for San Francisco, where the proof sets were made. Next, examine the coin carefully. It should have a mirror-like background. That's the polished finish. The design, including Jefferson's face and Monticello, should have a frosted, almost 3D look. That's the cameo effect. And here's the big one: look for any flaws. Scratches, spots, discoloration, anything. If the coin looks perfect to your eyes, even under strong light, it might just be worth grading. That's where the magic happens. You send it off to PCGS or NGC, two of the most trusted grading services in the world. If they graded PR70 Deep Cameo, you might just be looking at a multi-$1,000 coin. And if it's one of the rare top-tier specimens, you could be holding a $76,000 nickel. Let that sink in. A coin that cost the US Mint just a few cents to make. A coin worth 5 cents in face value. A coin no bigger than your thumb. And yet, under the right conditions, it becomes a jackpot, a payday most people never see coming. Now here's the craziest part. Most of the people who own these coins have no idea. Some throw them in a drawer. Some sell them off at garage sales for a few bucks. Others break open the proof sets just to spin the coins, not realizing what they've lost. But not you. Not after watching this. You now know the truth about the 1998 Jefferson Nickel. You know that inside the 1998 proof set could be a coin worth $2,700, or $6,000, or $10,000, or, if the stars align, $76,000. So what should you do? Simple. Start searching. Check your own collection. Ask your parents or grandparents. Look through proof sets. Top 3. Have you ever looked at a 5-cent coin and thought, this little thing could change my life? Probably not, right? I mean, it's just a nickel. You find it in parking lots, under couch cushions, in your change from the gas station. Nobody ever thinks twice about a nickel. But what if I told you that one very specific nickel, minted in 1976, a year millions remember for the bicentennial, could be worth not 5 cents, but up to $76,000? Yes. A 1976 Jefferson Nickel from a proof set. A coin that you might already own. One that could be hiding right now in your drawer, your old coin collection, or sitting forgotten inside a plastic case somewhere in your home. And today, we're going to reveal why this coin, one of the most overlooked coins in US history, has become one of the most desirable and valuable nickels ever minted by the US Mint. Let's rewind for a moment. The year was 1976. America was celebrating 200 years of independence. Fireworks lit the sky. Flags flew from every porch. It was a moment of history, and the US Mint marked the occasion by producing some of the most beautiful and carefully struck proof coins ever made. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Most people focus on the bicentennial quarters, half dollars, or dollar coins, the ones with the special reverse designs. But few people realize that the Jefferson Nickel in the 1976 proof set was also minted with absolute precision, using polished dies struck multiple times to create a sharp, mirror-like finish. And buried among those proof sets were a few coins so flawless, so sharp in detail, and so perfect in appearance, that collectors are now paying insane money to own one. This is not a myth. This is happening. Proof coins are struck for collectors, not for circulation. They're handled carefully, sealed in hard plastic cases, and sold in special sets directly by the US Mint. The 1976 proof set contains 6 coins: a cent, a nickel, a dime, a quarter, a half dollar, and a dollar. And in the middle of that lineup is the 5-cent Jefferson Nickel, a coin that might look ordinary, but under the right conditions, becomes extraordinary. Now here's the part you don't want to miss. Some of these 1976 Jefferson Nickels, specifically the ones from San Francisco proof sets, have been graded by experts at PCGS and NGC as PR70 Deep Cameo. That's the highest grade a proof coin can get. No scratches, no marks, no dull spots, not even under magnification. It has to be absolute perfection. And what happens when a coin reaches that level of perfection? the price explodes. One of these 1976 proof nickels sold for a shocking $2,700. That's already wild. A 5-cent coin turning into almost $3,000. But it doesn't stop there. Another one, in equally flawless condition, sold for $6,000. The demand for these high-grade 1976 nickels keeps rising. There are collectors, investors, and dealers watching every new listing, waiting to pounce on the rarest coins. And then came the big one. The finest known 1976 Jefferson Nickel, graded PR70 deep cameo, sold for a heart-stopping $76,000. Yes, $76,000. For a coin smaller than a poker chip. For a nickel that could easily go unnoticed. A coin from a proof set that people have tossed in boxes, left untouched for decades, or even sold for next to nothing, and the best part? There could be more out there. In fact, it's almost guaranteed that somewhere in America, there are still unopened 1976 proof sets, still perfectly preserved nickels, just waiting to be discovered. Waiting for someone like you to find them. So now the question becomes, how do you know if your 1976 nickel is the one? Step 1. Find the 1976 proof set. It'll be in a black or blue hard plastic case, labeled by the U.S. Mint, with all 6 coins in a row. Make sure the nickel has an S mint mark, that means it was struck in San Francisco. Step 2. Inspect the nickel under good light. A true proof coin will have a brilliant mirror finish, with deeply frosted features. The contrast should be stunning. The strike should be sharp and perfect. If it looks flawless to your eyes, no haze, no scratches, no dullness, you could be holding something special. Step 3. Get it graded. Don't guess. Submit it to PCGS or NGC. Let the professionals examine it under magnification. If it comes back as PR70 deep cameo, you've just unlocked a potential fortune. Because that little 5-cent coin could now be worth $2,700. Or $6,000, or even a life-changing $76,000. Just imagine. One coin. 5 cents in face value. But enough market value to wipe out debt, buy a car, or pay for college tuition. It's not a fantasy. Top 4. At this very moment, there could be a 5-cent coin sitting in someone's drawer, just lying there, forgotten, and it could be worth more than a brand new car. Yes. I'm talking about a coin that was minted in the year 2000. A Jefferson Nickel. Just 5 cents in your hand, that could actually be worth $42,000. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's not a myth. This is a true story about how one ordinary-looking coin, found only in proof sets, became one of the most valuable modern nickels in American coin collecting history. And the wildest part? Most people have no idea it exists. No clue that it could be hiding right in their own homes, in an old coin set, or in a box from grandma's attic. Let's break this down. Because this coin could be sitting in your hands, and if you're not looking closely, you'll never even know it. In the year 2000, the U.S. Mint in San Francisco released the official United States proof sets. These sets included 6 coins: a penny, nickel, dime, quarter, $50, and dollar. All struck with stunning precision. Proof coins are different. They aren't made for circulation. They're made for collectors, minted with polished dies and struck multiple times to create a sharp, mirror-like surface with deep frosted details. They look gorgeous. Now, in the middle of that 2000s proof set is the 5-cent Jefferson Nickel. At first glance, it looks just like every other nickel. But trust me, some of these nickels are not like the others. Some of these coins came out of the mint in absolutely perfect condition. I mean flawless, Not a scratch, not a smudge, not a single imperfection. Coins that were immediately sealed in hard plastic cases, protected from oxygen, oils, and damage. And those are the coins collectors are losing their minds over. When professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC receive one of these flawless 2000s nickels, and it earns the ultimate grade, PR70 Deep Cameo, that's when the magic happens. That's when the price goes crazy. Because collectors know just how rare that kind of perfection is. Out of all the proof nickels made that year, only a tiny, tiny number have ever been certified PR70 Deep Cameo. And what does that mean for value? Let's talk money. One of these flawless 2000s Jefferson Nickels sold for an impressive $2,700. That's for a coin with a face value of 5 cents. Another sold for $4,600. But it doesn't stop there. As the market for modern perfect coins has grown, demand has exploded. Collectors now compete to own the best of the best, and when bidding wars break out, prices soar. One elite, top-graded 2000s Jefferson Nickel sold at auction for a staggering $42,000. Yes, $42,000. For a 5-cent coin from the year 2000. You heard that right. A coin that many people think is just pocket change is actually a hidden fortune waiting to be found. And the best part? These coins are still out there. Sealed in proof sets. Unopened. Untouched. Sitting in old collections, at estate sales, pawn shops, online auctions, or maybe even in your closet right now. Now you're wondering, how do you know if you have the one? It starts with the proof set. The set should be labeled 2000 United States Mint Proof Set. It comes in a clear plastic holder, and the nickel should have an S mint mark below the year, for San Francisco. Now, take a good look at that nickel. Is the background mirror-like? Are the features frosted and razor-sharp? Is there zero haze, spotting, or tiny scratches, even under bright light? If it looks like it was just made yesterday, and it sparkles like jewelry, you might be holding something very special. But don't guess. Send it in to be professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Only they can certify it as a true PR70 Deep Cameo, and only then will collectors start offering serious money. Because that's the only thing separating a regular nickel from one that could change your bank account. Top 5. Do you ever wonder if there's hidden money sitting right under your nose? Not in a bank. Not in crypto. I'm talking about cold, hard coins. The kind you might find in an old drawer, a dusty collection box, or maybe even buried in a forgotten plastic case somewhere in your house. Because what if I told you, there's a 5-cent coin from 1990 that's not worth just 5 cents, but could actually be worth $62,000? Let that sink in. 1 nickel. 5 cents in face value. Yet, in the eyes of coin collectors and auction houses, it could be one of the most valuable nickels of the modern era. And the best part? Most people have no clue. No idea that this coin, hiding quietly in the 1990 United States proof set, could change someone's life with a single auction. Let me tell you exactly what makes this coin so powerful. In 1990, the U.S. Mint in San Francisco released its annual proof sets, beautiful coin sets minted not for circulation, but for collectors. These weren't coins made to be spent at a store. They were struck with polished dies, using specially prepared blanks, and handled with extreme care. The result? Ultra shiny, mirror-like coins with incredible detail. And right there in every 1990 proof set was a Jefferson nickel. Now you might be thinking, come on, it's just a nickel. But here's where things get insane. A very small number of those nickels, we're talking an extremely rare few, came out of the mint in absolutely perfect condition. We're talking no marks, no flaws, no smudges, not even under 5x magnification. Just flawless coins. And when these coins were sent to top grading services like PCGS or NGC, they received the holy grail of coin grades, PR70 Deep Cameo. This is the grade that separates the good from the great, and the great from the extremely valuable. Coins with this perfect grade are worth far, far more than their face value. In fact, one of these 1990s nickels sealed in a slab with a PR70 Deep Cameo grade sold for an unbelievable $2,700. Another one went for even more. And as the market for perfect modern coins has grown, these prices have only gone up. Collectors want them. Investors want them. And that demand drives auctions into the stratosphere. Some of the finest examples of the 1990s Jefferson Nickel, those few surviving PR70 Deep Cameos, have now crossed the auction block for an incredible $62,000. Yes, you heard that right. $62,000 for a nickel, not gold, not silver, not some ancient Roman artifact. Just a flawless modern 5-cent coin from 1990, sealed inside a plastic case, and worth more than a luxury SUV. Now ask yourself this. How many people have these coins and don't even know it? Think about all the proof sets sold in 1990. Thousands of them. Most people kept them sealed, sure, but many were stored in closets, basements, or boxes. Some were forgotten. Some were given away. And inside those sets, some nickels may still be hiding. Perfect ones. Undiscovered treasures. And yes, you might have one. So what do you look for? First, locate the 1990 United States proof set. It should be in a hard plastic case with 6 coins: the penny, nickel, dime, quarter, $50, and the dollar. You'll notice the nickel has an S mint mark, for San Francisco. Now take a close look at that nickel. Under a strong light, check the background. Is it a true mirror? Do the raised features, Jefferson's portrait, the lettering, have a frosted, cameo-like finish? Is the surface clean, bright, flawless? If it looks perfect to the naked eye, that's your first clue. But don't stop there. If it looks good, submit it to a professional grading company, PCGS or NGC. They'll put it under magnification, analyze the surfaces, and if it earns that elusive PR70 Deep Cameo grade, well, let's just say, you're not holding a nickel anymore. You're holding a potential goldmine. Because that small coin could be worth $2,700. Or $10,000. Or even $62,000. Let that number echo in your mind for a moment. $62,000 for a 5-cent coin. Now picture finding that coin in your house, and knowing exactly what it's worth. That's the power of knowledge. That's why you're watching this video. Too many people ignore proof sets. They assume they're just for display. But those sets hold some of the most underrated and shockingly valuable coins ever minted in modern U.S. history. And the 1990s Jefferson Nickel is one of them. So don't wait. Check your proof sets.